Tune in to Sports 360 with Ahmed Hamad.
On the fourth day of the first cricket test between Sri Lanka and Bangladesh at Galle, Bangladesh in their second innings were 177 for the loss of 3 wickets. They now lead by 187 with 7 wickets in hand. And their experienced batsmen, the captain Najmul Shanto with 56 and Mushfiqur Rahim with 22 were still at the crease. Earlier, Sri Lanka resumed their first inning at 368 for the loss of 4 wickets, with Kamindu Mandis batting on 37, along with their captain Dhananjaya De Silva, who was batting on 17. But they lost their 5th wicket at 377, and that is of their captain in the 96th over. Dhananjaya De Silva added only 2 runs to his overnight score of 17, and he was out after scoring 19 of 36 balls, caught by wicketkeeper Litton Das off the bowling of Nayeem Hassan. 9 runs later, they lost their 6th wicket. Kushal Mendes was the 6th to go, scoring 5, and he was also caught by Litton Das off the bowling of fast bowler Hassan Mahmood. Then they had a crucial partnership of 84 runs for the 7th wicket of 153 balls between Kushal Mendes and Ratnaike, the debutant. Kushal Mendes added 41 in this partnership and Ratnaike 39 of 83 balls. The 84 runs partnership took their total to 470 in the 127th over. When they lost their 7th wicket, debutant Milan Ratnaike was the 7th to go, and he scored 39 of 83, hitting 3 fours and 1 6. He was bowled by Hassan Mahmood. Then the flurry of wickets. Last 4 wicket fell for just 15 runs, 7 for 470 and back-to-back wicket. 8 for 470 as well. Kamindu Mandis was the 8th to go in the 128th over, and he made 87 of 148 balls, hitting 8 fours and 1 6, caught by wicketkeeper Litton Das off the bowling of Naeem Hassan. Then they lost the 9th wicket at 471. 1 run later, Tharindu Ratnaike in the 128 ball without scoring. He was clean bowled by Naeem Hassan. And the 10th and final wicket, 14 runs later, they lost their final wicket, 10th wicket of Ashita Fernando in the 132nd over, and he was out, clean bowled by Naeem Hassan. He made 4 runs, while Parbat Jayasuriya remained unbeaten on 11. Sri Lanka, in reply to Bangladesh first innings score of 495, were bowled out for 485 in 131.2 over. They concede a lead of 10 runs. Yes, 10 runs ahead. Bangladesh, looking at the whole inning of Sri Lanka, Pathun Nissanka set the tone with 187 runs, and the other main scorer is Kamindu Mandis, who made 87, while Dinesh Chandimal 54, and the farewell test match players Angelo Matthews scored 39, and Milan Ratnaike, the debutant, also scored 39, while Lahiru Udara made 29 runs. Looking at the Bangladesh bowling, Hassan Mahmood, 21 overs, 4 made in 74 runs and 3 wickets. Nahid Rana, 19 overs, 97 runs without taking a wicket. Tejul Islam, 41 overs, 3 made in 156 for 1, while Naeem Hassan took a 5-wicket haul. 43.2 overs, 4 made in 121 runs and 5 wickets, 5 for 121, and Mominul Haq 7 overs, 28 runs and 1 wicket. With 10 runs first inning lead, Bangladesh batted another 57 overs on the 4th day and scored 177 for the loss of 3 wickets, adding another 10 runs to their lead. They now have overall lead of 187 for the loss of 3 wickets. They begin their second inning and lost their first wicket opening batsman Anamul Haq in the 8th over. And there were 24 at that moment, and Anamul Haq could only score 4 of 20 balls, caught by Mandis off the bowling of Parbat Jayasuriya. And the second wicket at 60. Yes, the second wicket partnership took their total to 60, with the 36-run second wicket partnership between Mominul Haq and Shadman Islam. Mominul Haq added 14 and Shadman 22 runs, and they lost their second wicket at 60. Mominul Haq was the second to go in the 20th over. He made 14 of 40 balls, hitting 1 6, caught by Galagame off the bowling of Ratnaike, while the third wicket fell at 128 in the 44th over. The third wicket partnership of 68 of 145 balls between Shadman Islam and Najmul Hassan Shanto. Shadman Islam made 35 and Najmul Hassan contributed 33 in that partnership, and they lost their third wicket at 128, and the third man to go was Shadman Islam, the opening batsman, who made 76 of 126 balls, hitting 7 fours, and he was legged before by Ratnaike. While while the fourth wicket unbroken partnership has so far added 49 runs of 77 balls between Mushfiqur Rahim and captain Najmul Hassan Shanto. Mushfiqur Rahim 22 and Najmul Hassan Shanto contributed 23 in that partnership that took their total to 177 for the loss of 3 wickets at close of fourth day's play with a lead of 187 and they have 7 wickets still in hand. At close of play, captain Najmul Hassan Shanto was batting on 56 of 113 balls, hitting 6 fours, and he was very well supported by the experienced Mushfiqur Rahim, who made 22 unbeaten runs of 43 balls, hitting 2 fours. Looking at the Sri Lankan bowling in the second inning, Ashita Fernando, 8 overs, 31 runs and no wicket. Parbat Jayasuriya, 17 overs, 1 maiden, 48 runs and 1 wicket. Tarindu Ratnaike, 14 overs, 51 runs and 1 wicket. Milan Ratnaike, 9 overs, 13 runs and 1 wicket. Dhananjaya De Silva, 8 overs, 27 runs and no wicket. While Kamindu Mendes, 1 over and he gave away 2 runs without taking a wicket. So the summary is Shanto and Shadman stretch Bangladesh lead after Nayeem 5-wicket haul. Sri Lanka and Bangladesh ran each other neck and neck all day, with Bangladesh now have 187 runs lead and 7 wickets still in hand. After a day-long tug-of-war, where Sri Lanka and Bangladesh ran each other neck and neck, the first test will go into day 5 in Galle, no closer to knowing which of these side has the edge necessary to convert a likely draw into an improbable win. At stump, Bangladesh lead by 187 runs with 7 wickets in hand, and Najmul Hassan Shanto and Mushfiqur Rahim, both first inning centurion, are at the crease. By all intents and purposes, this should mean Bangladesh are comfortably in control, and they are kind of. The thing with Galle is that one tends to bring many, and there have been periods in this game where batsmen seems like they could bat for days, only for that to be followed by a spell where wickets fell in cluster. This happened on first inning and then again on the second evening, Bangladesh losing 8 wickets for 94 runs on either side of 2 massive partnerships worth 400 runs in total. Sri Lanka, meanwhile, seemed immune to collapse, stitching together a string of solid stands across their first inning until this morning when they lost 2 wickets in the space of first hour and then 3 more in 45 minutes after lunch. It meant that a day that had started with Sri Lanka eyeing cheeky lead in the hope of putting Bangladesh into bat on a day 5 goal surface and maybe, possibly, perhaps instigating a final day collapse ended with them being bowled out for 10 runs short of Bangladesh 495. It also meant that Bangladesh now control where this test heads. A lead of 300 would seem like minimum requirement, but they will also want to give themselves enough time to bowl Sri Lanka out. 2 sessions seems likely the absolute minimum requirement. But to get to such an eventuality, they might need to score at a quicker rate tomorrow morning than they have all game. As things stand, Bangladesh batsmen have handled the Sri Lankan spinners and steadily deteriorating goal service admirably. The delivery to dismiss Anamul Haq spun and bounced off the rough, while Shadman Islam, falling an assured 76 of 126, had a Milan Ratnaike seamer jack back sharply from outside the off to trap him plump in front. On this note, we come to the end of our show. Till the next program, it's goodbye. From Sports 360.
Keep on watching Sports 360 with Ahmed Hamad for latest news, views, and interviews of sports personalities from around the world.